Breye is the measuring device for contactless measuring of the characteristics of Braille embossing. Using this measuring device, Braille embossing on the decoder or embossing press can be set, tested, and monitored during production in accordance with DIN ISO 17351, and then correspondingly recorded. Breye is a mobile camera-based measuring device that uses special software to analyze and assess the quality of Braille embossing. A camera is built into the hardware of the Breye measuring device, which takes images of the test item and transmits these to the software. The software then carries out an analysis of the embossing. This involves charting the dot height, dot width, and dot spacing, and issuing a test report. The advantage, compared to conventional manual measuring techniques, lies in the fact that the characteristics are measured without contact, and thus they are not damaged in any way, which sometimes happens when using a micrometer. Where do the benefits of Breye lie? Braille is currently still checked by means of a micrometer. However, this can only give an approximate measurement of the characteristics. Therefore, drawing conclusions for the correct setup from matrix to matrix is not possible. This is the big advantage of Breye. The measuring device does not only enable accurate measurements of the characteristics, it also becomes evident within short whether the matrix has been set up centrical to the matrix or not. Basic software settings. Basic settings. In the basic software settings, you can select the language and include a company logo and a header for the report. Basic software settings. Selecting the standard. With Breye, the standards according to DIN ISO 17352, 2014 are already stored. This is where the different standards can be linked to the various types of feed and application methods for Braille embossing. For instance, battery-driven Braille writing embossed on a folding carton gluing machine can be measured. Using the software during production. Setting the machine. During setup of the production machinery, the Breye can be used to measure the geometry of the Braille embossing in order to achieve the optimum height, width, and spacing of the dots. Cracks in the material can immediately be identified from the images. In cases where the dots are not embossed symmetrically, the center offset is displayed as the value to be corrected. Using the software during production. Quality control during production. For this measuring job, 3 Braille dots located in parallel are to be measured at 3 different positions on one up. The software records the values measured and specifies these during the measuring process. In addition, a color icon indicates whether the values match. Using the software during production. Statistics. As the measuring of individual ups is not conclusive for the whole production, the software includes a statistics function. This can be used to observe and record the individual measurements of the ups across the entire production period. When examining the statistics, the individual reports can be called up and, of course, the statistical analysis can also be issued as a report. CITO Breye, so don't guess, measure.